What's up, people? It's your boy Ray Grady, man. We are back here with another episode of Ray Grady's Alpha Nation. I'm your host, Ray Grady, right? So we doing something different today. Got a special guest in the building, legendary Mike Hill, coming out here to rock out with your boy Ray Grady. And you see, we had Cuban Leaf Cigar Lounge out here in Inglewood. Got to keep it black owned, got to keep it family. Listen, I always do it like this. Happy Black History Month, even though it should be air day, but we're going to do it like that to salute. So over here, my OG.
Salute, brother.
Mike Hill.
Yes, sir, man.
Blessing, man.
Thanks for having me, my man.
Man, I appreciate it, OG. I'm going to
man.
take these off because guess what? He done won the toss, so this is what we're about to do. We're going to shoot a little bit of billiards and get into it with my man, OG Mike Hill.
Let's make it happen, bro.
Yes, sir, brother. Let me get mine out the way.
All right.
You need your chalk?
It's been a minute, bro. I don't need
No,
no
just
chalk.
have fun, man.
Okay.
Just have fun. I take my chalk, you take yours.
Okay, we'll do that.
We're going to let them break first.
I know you from Chicago, so you a sharp, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I put it like this, OG. Uh-oh, you might got, you got, okay.
Spread them out.
I put it like this, OG. This is what I do, man. This is more like this is what do you want to call it? This is more of a sanctuary for me.
This how you relax?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
This, cigars, hanging with my sons, and then this right here. Yeah, that's the new rack. Yeah, that's called the Pro Cup rack right there.
Different.
Right. So this is what I like to do, OG. I'll probably say 40 hours a week.
40 hours?
Yeah, I'll shoot all day.
Man, I ain't shot 40 hours.
Yeah,
I probably shot
shoot
40 hours of pool in the last 20 years.
You know, when you employ yourself and all that, and I do the commercials and stand up. So me starting out Alpha Nation, I said, man, I'm gonna try something different. I was just like, you know what? That's why I text you like, OG, you shoot? That's what I did. I said, let's just have some fun.
I tried, man. I'm glad we ain't got no money on the table,
Oh
though.
man, I wish we could put up $1. I'm gonna try the 14 right there.
Go ahead and do your thing, bro.
In the corner.
Oh, look at you.
Oh, so OG, I want to ask you a question, man. How did you get started in broadcasting?
Yeah, man. I was in the military. I was in the Air Force for 6 years, and I just always kind of knew that I wanted to get into some kind of broadcasting.
Okay.
I wanted to, talk. First, I wanted to be a newscaster. I didn't want to be that person that told, bad news, baby dies, fire, and stuff like that. Somebody, gonna be homeless and shit like that. So I said, I always had a love of sports, and I knew at an early age I wasn't gonna be a professional. You know what I'm saying? So how can I stay in the sports and still talk about it? So I went to the military, did my thing, worked for the National Security Agency, 3 in the corner right here.
Yes, sir. 3 in the corner. Look how he called the shots.
Yeah.
Oh
shit! I'm scratching.
Oh shit! Don't worry about it.
But did that for 6 years, and I got out, man. The day I got out of the military, man, is the day I got my first job in broadcasting in Hagerstown, Maryland. Yes, sir, man. God is good. So 2 hours after I discharged, got that job, man, and then went through Fresno, went to Nashville, Tennessee, and then I ended up in New York and later in ESPN for 9 years, bro.
ESPN?
ESPN.
How was that working for you? Did you learn a lot? Was it, I want to say, because ESPN was sports channel in Chicago before it was, it used to be called, I think it was called Sports Channel, I believe, and then ESPN birthed, but that was like in the 80s, mid 80s, and I remember that as a kid.
Right.
So how was it working with Sports Channel?
Oh, yeah, man. ESPN,
my bad.
Yeah, man, look.
9-ball corner.
It's some great things, man. I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for ESPN, bro. I'm going to tell you right now. It's like, it's a worldwide leader in sports for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Some of the greats that come through there, Stuart Scott, obviously Stephen A. Smith there right now.
God bless the
some of those guys, Chris Berman, Dan Patrick, all those guys, man. So, I learned a lot. And once again, if it wasn't for that experience and having that platform, I wouldn't be in the position I am right now because it allowed people to see me on a national level. You know what I'm saying? So being able to do that was a good thing. But the downside of ESPN, I'm just going to keep it 100 right here.
Come on.
Since we on your show, Alpha Nation.
Alpha Nation,
you know what I'm saying? We're going to do that.
Know.
It could have been a utopia, but
at
the same time, for a lot of brothers, when I was going through there, it was tough because it was a good old boy system. You know what I'm saying? I've been told, and I put this in my book, I was told one time by a talent guy that one of the reasons I wasn't moving up doing a lot of sports centers because I was too ghetto.
Ghetto?
Yeah, ghetto, bro. So ghetto.
Had to be white boy told you, right?
Yeah. Well, it was an older guy, 7 in the side.
Come on.
He, I'm helping you out. So maybe my ass is too ghetto. But So he was like,
10-ball corner.
reason you're not moving up is because you're too ghetto, and we already got one of those. Meaning they already got Stuart Scott. So you can get draw your own conclusion from that.
15. Really?
Yeah, man. Oh shit, just run the table then.
No. You blocked the pocket, so I ain't got nothing to shoot at, OG. I'm gonna try the 13 across.
Okay.
So when you did when he told that to you, did that force you to be like, okay, I'm about to go get everything he said I couldn't get?
You know what? It actually had the opposite effect, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It made me feel a certain way. It made me feel like I needed to conform. And for a long time, I lost who I was.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you ever been on stage and, as a comedian, somebody trying to tell you to change up your style or whatever because, like, you got your own style or whatever, but then you got all these so-called consultants or the people that are experts saying, well, if you did this, you'd move up and do that. So you got to understand, man, I had a family, still had a family, but I had young kids at the time, man. I had just basically lost a job in Dallas not too long ago before I got to ESPN. So when you get there, man, it's a level of like kind of scared, to be honest with you. I don't want to lose this job. So if they saying that I'm too ghetto, I got to change up who I am. And I lost myself for a long period of time, and I regret that to this day. But, eventually I was able to leave ESPN after 9 years, got the Fox, and Fox, they've been wanting me to do myself, be me. As a matter of fact, they actually had to condition me not to be somebody else. They said, we want the real Mike Hill. Who is that? And I had to find out who the real Mike Hill was all over again, man. It took some time, but I got there, bro.
So, OG, you said you lost yourself.
Yeah.
When you say you lost yourself, was it because you was trying to be recognized as someone that has talent, or was it just because of the way you talk? Because you don't come off as a Oreo dude. You come off like you a hood dude, just understood like, mind elevation, growing up, how do I develop myself in their world? You know what I mean?
I wanted to keep my blackness, man. I wanted to know who I, realize who I was. I've always, what got me into broadcasting was when I was an intern, I had this white dude named Bruce Cunningham, who I still love to this day, like a father figure. Okay. I was trying to do it like you people see on television. Hey, I'm Mike Hill, and we're talking sports and changing your voice and code switching and shit like that. And hey, hey, that's nifty move. Yeah, I tried to do all that, man, and it wasn't working for me. So one day I was just playing around. I was an intern, on the desk, and I just did it myself. Did it like who I usually am. Spoke in my own voice, and he's like, Mike, that's it. That's who you are. Don't ever change for anybody. Do that. And once I started doing that, man, that's when I started rising through the networks and started rising through the ranks, so to speak, and got to the networks. I got to ESPN. I got to national. I got to a top 10 market, New York, within 5 years of my career. You know what I mean? Yeah. I got to ESPN within, I think, 8 years. And I've been at a national network the last 16, 17 years, bro, because I started doing. But when I was at ESPN, once again, when they told me to change up, it was like, once again, I needed a job, man. So if you lose a job in Dallas because of some bullshit that we could talk about if you want to,
we can talk about it. Come on.
all that type of stuff, and then you at ESPN and somebody's telling you, hey, you ain't moving up because of this, and it could put you in danger of keeping your job, what you gonna do? So you gotta ask yourself, am I gonna go back to code switching, being that person that they want me to be, losing myself, keeping my job, or am I gonna defy that, be myself, and possibly lose my job and then go out there looking and gotta tell my family, like, daddy ain't got enough money to pay the rent this month. You know what I mean? Man. So that's a hard situation for anybody to be in, especially a black bear.
So where you from? Because I heard you say Alabama, but you born?
I was born in New York, but I was raised in Alabama, man. So
you're a country boy.
I'm a country boy.
You're a red state brother.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where you're from.
Yeah, right? that's that part. That's that part. But where I'm from the hood, from Bessemer. Bessemer, Alabama. I don't know if you ever heard of Bessemer.
I ain't never heard of it. I heard of Selma.
Nigga, Selma ain't got nothing on Bessemer.
Mobile.
Yeah, you heard of Mobile, you heard of Montgomery, you heard of Birmingham.
Yes.
So Birmingham is like 13 miles north of Bessemer. And down there, they don't even say Bessemer, they say Belma, because they don't enunciate shit. They be like, Belma.
Dang. When I went down there, y'all hosted the Final Four.
Uh-huh.
Well, I ain't gonna say where you from, but Birmingham did. Me and Faison Love went down there. We was doing a show down there, and I was like, this Birmingham, like it's beautiful down there.
It is,
And then
man.
you go like a couple miles, you're like, oh, no dirt. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been to Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
That's hood as shit.
That's the University of Alabama's down there, so they got, it's like,
it's
hey, bro, people sleep on Alabama in the South, man. Alabama, when I'm gonna say it like this: you catch them when they're young, before they start eating a lot. I'm being honest, I'm being straight up now.
Y'all know what he's talking about, right?
Bro, like they eat good in Alabama. I had to get the hell up out of there, dog, because nigga, when I tell you, man, there's some diabetes down there, bro. But I love my people. Don't get me wrong now. Like, I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all, man. But when I go back home sometime and I see my classmates and they like 60 pounds heavier than I am, I'm a big dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're like, you don't recognize me? I'm like, no, nigga.
Hell no. Johnny Sam's. You remember me?
Why you got 7 toes right now, man?
Shit.
Yeah, man.
So I want to say this to you, OG. Being a dad, because I picked up on a lot of stuff that, when I did the research on him. Good shot. I said, he a daddy.
Yeah,
right?
man.
So I have all boys. Mm-hmm. And I seen one of the episodes, and I was like, man, I seen you really with the reality TV, because I don't think I could do reality, because they really going to dig into your life and stuff like that. I think some shit is just sacred.
Right.
And I saw the episode when you was doing the your important people come around you, and it was all chicks.
Oh, yeah.
Except OG Steve Wilson. I love OG Steve.
Yeah.
But then when I saw it, I was like, he have nothing but chicks.
Yeah, man.
In the damn kitchen. I'm like, where the niggas at? Right? And then I think it was something about the daughter. She just got emotional. And then
She overheard me talking about.
She overheard you talking. And you went up there and did that. I was like, yo, he a solid nigga. Because you said, fuck all that, and went up there and talked to your baby and shit like that. I know how that feel when you have to, I don't want to say Rolling Stone, but I already get it. I was like, oh, yeah.
Man, I got a lot of flack for that, though. You know what I'm saying?
You did?
Yeah, man, because, first of all, coming on a reality show, my wife, Cynthia Bailey, the wonderful Cynthia Bailey.
Cool.
So, she wanted to meet my friends, so they set up a scene for her to meet my friends. And you got to understand, man, I got a lot of female friends. I got a lot of male friends, don't get me wrong. Jorge, Steve, and those guys, whatever. But at the time, they weren't available.
13, okay.
So when we was shooting, these are the people that were available. And I got more female friends than I do have male friends. I will admit that. But I'm not doing anything with them. They're all platonic friends, right?
Uh-huh.
So I got flack for that. And then I also got flack because, oh, shit. No, you didn't. All right, okay, all right.
Now it's wide open for you.
I see.
You can play how you want.
Oh, bro. Oh, shit. Look, I got all these damn balls on the table. Nigga, I'm up here talking to you.
We both talking. I done been shots and shit.
We up here talking. Yeah. We go ahead and get this 5 out there then. Kind of cut that out. Oh, shit.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right. I'll come back. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. I'm just trying to set it up. I'm trying to get your shit out the way.
Let me see. Let me try this. This is called a masse shot.
Okay.
Right? So you level.
Okay.
You raise the cue.
No, you ain't doing that.
Yeah, you got to raise the cue, and you got to come down with enough force that the cue ball curve around that 4 ball. Well, not like that. So keep that in there, Isaiah.
I saw what you were doing, though. So I got a lot of flack for that, man, because when I did that, I was talking to my soon-to-be wife and the women there. I was talking to them about never being in love before, because I had never been in love, even though I had been married twice, right? And so what I was trying to explain was that there's a level, and doesn't mean I didn't love somebody. It just means that I never fell in love. And the reason I didn't fall in love is because I didn't trust myself, because I never saw love in my house. So being in love is different than loving somebody. You understand what I'm saying?
That's some G shit.
Yeah, man. So like I could never fall, so I could never trust a woman. I could never trust anybody around me because I didn't trust myself. So
you
I was
blink when you said.
No, I didn't. No, seriously, no. No, seriously, man. So and because of that, man, it affected my relationships, my marriages. I fucked up a lot. I cheated, did all that type of stuff. Wrote all about this in the book, man. And so during this scene, I was talking to her, and my daughter's 18 at the time, so she's heard all this before. But you got to understand, we had been drinking that night. There's a lot of people around the counter and stuff like that, and I even forgot she was there because it was almost like an adult conversation we were having. And I just started talking about how I never was in love with any of my ex-wives. And obviously one of my ex-wives is her mom, right? So she heard this, she hears all this stuff, and she starts getting emotional, starts crying. She goes upstairs, obviously, and I say, look, you know, take the mics off her. We got to go upstairs. And went upstairs, but because she started crying, you know, people that hear that, I'm like, how can you sit there and tell that girl that you never loved her mom? I didn't say I didn't love her mom. I wasn't in love with her mom. And that's nothing against her. It was on me because I wasn't a man at the time, bro. I had to grow into my manhood. And it took a lot of therapy. And I'm happy you got me on this show, man, because I think a lot of people, especially black men, we need to be in touch and understand that, like, we need therapy sometime in life because we're not taught to talk to other men, you know, talk to other people. Yeah, straight up. We just aren't. We're not taught to be emotional sometime. Now, I ain't trying to be a crybaby or anything like that and all that shit. Don't get me wrong. There's a difference between, excuse my language, being a bitch.
And talk that here.
And you know, showing emotions. We got a lot of trauma that's built up inside of us, man, that we suppress for so many years that affect not only us, but when it affects us, it affects the people around us and it affects our children and our relationships.
And that's what it really does with the kids.
Yeah,
you know
for sure, man.
When I saw you do that, man, I was like, first of all, the daughter leaves the scene, right? And I was like, I don't understand reality TV. I really don't, right? Because I think when they say put the cameras down, they mean put the cameras down.
Right.
Right. So if I said don't touch my baby, don't talk to her, don't follow her up here, take that fucking camera downstairs and record these people eating the food that production is paying for or you, I gotta be a dad right now. You know what I mean? So I felt that. That's why I was like, man, I gotta get him. I just gotta ask him, like, man, I don't want OG on the show just for that, right?
No, but you know, even editing though, they kind of fucked me on that too because what they did was I went in the room, you saw me check on her or whatever. Yeah. My fiance at the time came in behind me and I wanted to talk to her about myself, so she left the room. And then I calmed her down. She was cool, she was fine, but she was crying beforehand. But she had, you know, the microphone was on me, so you could hear her crying while I'm in the room with her and stuff like that. So I turned my mic off when I realized that, went in there, and then when I left out, she was fine. But what they did in editing, straight up, I ain't gonna lie, because I ain't gonna let them throw my ass out there. What they did was take the audio that was beforehand when I was in the room with her. So when I left the room, it made it seem like they took the audio from beforehand and put it afterwards, after I left. It made it seem like she was in the room crying when I left. And so that's when I got a lot of shit, because it seemed like I left my baby in the room crying by herself when she, you know, was obviously hurt. And that wasn't the case. But anyway, everything good, man. She's good. She's happy. She's a student at UCLA, man, doing her thing.
Put the camera on me. You motherfucker. You whack motherfucker. Whoever did that. Yeah. I had to get that out, man.
Thank you, bro.
That's for the baby.
I wanted to say it myself. I appreciate you,
motherfucker. Don't put that on that. I can go there, man. You know what I'm saying? But I just felt like I felt it because, you know, I used to be married. 3 sons, different women. So I get it. Yeah, I get it totally, right? I understand it. So so it's different when you have boys, because boys they can be simple, right? Because you thinking they you, right? But then you forget I done shared spirit with this woman, spirit with this woman, spirit with this woman. So now. My son has something to do with his mom's emotion, her fears, this one, and then my own with my my parents. So when my son say, you know, my oldest, I didn't grow up with him. Like I was there when he was born, and then I didn't see him for like, I would say up until like a month. Then I didn't see him no more to shit. He was about 9 months old, and then I didn't see him on his first birthday, then I didn't see him no more till it was like, so it was sporadically through the year. So when I
mind me asking, why was that?
Oh, baby mama shit.
Oh, baby, okay.
So
right, let's talk about it.
I'll tell you. The cool shit was, you're in high school, you finding out, you know, your loin work. She got the attributes, right? But that loin work, you know what I'm talking about? If she picture, you know, you young, so you don't really know. And then she wanted the baby. She didn't want the relationship. So the nigga that I am, I said, okay, mama, I don't fight over chicks. You can have it, no problem, right? So then she wanted more of me doing the playing on the phone. Let me talk to my son. I hear him in the background. I've been through all that shit, right? So you said therapy, that we need to talk to each other. I talked to my old man. He said they don't stop. She the only one that got a pussy out here. But then you can hear that, but then you still got to go out to the world, and then just like, well, damn, I'm 18, I just graduated high school, I'm going to culinary school. What do I do? How do I get through this shit? I started roller skating. That was it.
Okay.
That's what I started doing. Okay. 6 days a week, just started roller skating, just roller skate. Then I started hooping late 96. So he's actually born 8 days before mine.
Okay.
I'm May the 9th, he's May 1st.
Okay.
So moving, going through that and, just handling life, you know what I'm saying? So then after that, I got with the other chick, then all my boys is 3 years apart, you know what I'm saying? So when got with his mom and me and her, I knew the family.
Right.
And then my oldest, he was like, well, shit, I never got the chance to hang with daddy and let daddy change my diapers and pick me up from school. But my middle son, he did.
He got all that.
Then got with my youngest boy, mom, that was my wife. So I picked up, I was working for Bell Atlantic, and then went to the DMV, lived in Bowie, Maryland, lived in Falls Church, Virginia, worked the whole district of DC as a phone tech before I told the joke. Wow. So I had a lot of jobs just trying to make ends meet, but I was working, so I ain't got to think about my oldest.
Right. Okay.
So that was the driving force. I got to do something because at this time I didn't drink at all. I wasn't like, no, I don't drink. And so when you finally come to that stance, that hard question, you got 3 kids that's looking at each other. They know they brothers. They love each other, but then one is looking like, well, I don't look like him. And then the other one like, well, yeah, I got his name. And then the other one, all 3 of them got some kind of Ray in it, but the middle boy is my namesake. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I understood bullshit. And then once I had to sit them down, because when you got 3 different sons by 3 different women, I had to split up my time with one child he get today. He stay though. Right. The other brother get today. He stay, meaning spend the night, come back, everybody get so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? Thursday, Friday, they all with me.
That's what's up.
They all with me, right? So I understood about it. What I did was, OG, I just poured the love into the babies. That's what I did. Because I didn't have money.
But that's important, man.
I just had time, OG.
That's way more important than anything, any kind of check. I used to think, once again, you got to understand, man, sometimes you grow up, you're not taught how to be necessarily a father. You know what I mean?
No, hell, that shit don't come with no manual.
My dad, I told you, my biological father wasn't around. My stepdad was an alcoholic that tried to kill my mom. He raised me like a son, loved me, tried to kill my mom, left her for dead, abused her, so I saw physical abuse. I saw emotional abuse throughout their entire marriage. Never heard them utter "I love you" one time. Never saw them being affectionate one time. You come home on a Saturday and the door closed. They in there fucking. You know that. Bro. But at the same time, you ain't see that real love.
You didn't see the intimacy.
I ain't see that intimacy. But my dad also had, my stepdad, and I call him my dad, he had issues too because he never got the therapy he needed. So he ended up last 9 years of his life in jail, murder for hire, because he was a hitman. Yeah, so he killed people, contract.
I think we should be on this episode, because, nigga, you dangerous.
No,
okay?
Man,
I didn't know you the son of you know what,
hey,
Mike, let's wrap this shit up. No, but go ahead.
So he had a lot of, but I loved him because I saw he was a flawed man.
All right.
I saw that he had some issues, man, so I tried to help him, but once again, you got to be able to help yourself. So luckily, my mom got out of the situation, but unfortunately for my soon-to-be stepmom, she wasn't as fortunate because the reason he went in for the last 9 years of his life is because he had her killed on the steps of the church that his brother-in-law was the minister of. So, people can look at my life and they say, Mike had this great you on television, white collar, celebrity and all, man, you don't know the shit I've been through, bruh. And you don't know the shit a lot of people been through. So that's why I say before you judge somebody, look at their background and figure out what they've been through, what they come from, what they had to go through to get to where they are right now. Yeah. And then try and see if you can work it out that way, man. But I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me. It's just what I went through, and I had to go through the therapy myself. So that's why I preach about that shit, man.
That's deep, man. Because I think just, oh shit.
See, I'm gonna set your ass up.
You set me up now, goddamn, you good. But I think the cool thing about it was, I just was listening to you tell the story, right? And I could see it in your face that you remember, because it was very vivid, and you, a young man at that time, when you seeing that, you know what I'm saying, seeing that happen to your mother and this guy that you really respect. But on the flip side, he's being a total mean dude to her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so just being able to witness that and not take his trait and you treat the other women because you like, hey, like you said, my dad went around, but the guy who you call your dad is your stepdad. But you say, man, that's my dad. But you watching him be showing that bravado of machoism and like, look, let me tell you something. I'm a dominant dude here. And then on top of that, he has that Iceman shit to him. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's kind of different. You know
I learned from his mistakes though. Here's the thing. What's crazy is like I had a strong mom and I had a stronger grandmother. That taught me like, you don't want to be like that. Right. You know, I had cousins that was on crack and drugs and alcohol and all that stuff, doing all that type of stuff. So they taught me, like me and my brother, they said, you ain't gotta be like this. You got a choice. And I don't know if it was an innate or just the strong, motherly instincts to kind of keep us on the straight and narrow path. But I knew, man, my first memory of my life is seeing my mom get her ass whipped, by my biological father. That's the first memory I have of my life when I was a kid, man. Like, seriously. I mean, so when you hear your mama screaming, because some man that's supposed to be loving and protecting her, putting his hands on her and abusing her, man, it's like, that's horrifying. You can't do shit about it. You as a child, you want to go in there. When I got older, when that happened, I pulled a gun. Like I said, all this shit in the book, man. I lived a life. I pulled a gun on him and shit. And, I was going to shoot him. I was going to kill him. But if my mom told me not to, my mom said he ain't worth it, so don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Dang. But seeing that type of stuff, man, it made me realize what I didn't want to do in life. But my problem was I was a womanizer. You know what I'm saying? I was a womanizer. I love women, so if I felt inadequate, if I felt like I needed a fix or whatever, I wasn't gonna put my hand on somebody. If I got pissed off, the only good advice my biological father gave me was like, this is what he told me to do. My biological father now, he said, if you get pissed off at a woman, take a walk. And it's funny because my mom said, well, I don't know why the hell he told you that, because his ass never took a walk. So obviously he put his hands on but he told me not to do it. So I remember that. But once again, my flaw was if I felt inadequate in any kind of way, my drug was ass. I ain't gonna lie to you, man, just straight up. It made me feel better about myself. If I can get 3 or 4 women that love me and praise me or call me over, whatever, that made me feel better about myself. And I was doing what I thought was man shit. But if I was married at the time, it was really boy shit.
Right. Yeah.
Pretending to be a man. So that was my issue, man.
Man, well, I'm glad you that's why I'm saying I don't try to. Oh shit, I probably should have shut up. I ain't got no shot nowhere. No. Let's see. All right, off the rail with the 9 ball.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me chalk up right quick.
Chalk it up, baby.
Let's see. 9 ball off the rail.
Oh shit. Oh damn.
I'm kind of a nice guy with this here.
I see.
I'm gonna put it right here.
Are you gonna put it right there?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it right there. Because I respect you, OG. You
Damn.
You don't shoot, so let's.
You gonna scratch?
Cross corner. Let's see.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw it left. Cue ball gonna come over there by you a little bit.
Okay. All right.
I shot it too hard, but
that's all right. Let's see if we can run now.
Let's see.
Man.
And I think the cool thing about what you said, OG, was when you try to 2 ball.
Oh shit.
You can shoot that again, OG. Don't fuck that up on my show.
Let me just do the 4 then. Do the 4. If you're gonna give me a second shot, then I gotta learn how to put that English and all that shit on.
Don't me tell you the secret to pool? Calm down.
Just calm down. Just take your time. Just relax.
Because we're not on the shot clock.
Right.
Like I'm missing shots because you don't play. But then if you say, all right, Grady, let's play. I'm like, all right, we're gonna play. But the best thing to do in shooting pool, calm the fuck down.
Relax.
That's it. Because when you do all this, shoot, I'm gonna get here because you see him get his balls off the table, and you like, I got all mine here.
Right.
Here's the good thing. You have no obstruction in your view. Take your time, pick your shot. Because remember, the object of the game is get him off into the pocket.
Right.
Not hit 2, 3 balls and be like, yeah, I'm good.
Right.
So you want to make sure you shut the fuck up on the inside. Let's see, strategize, take your time, shoot. See, people fuck up because they up here. Get down low where you can aim. So when niggas be up here, They can't shoot. Get your goofy ass down here and stay here, nigga. I don't know why. I be wanting to tell them, like, get down on the table, motherfucker. Stay
Get down
up.
so you got to see it.
Right.
You got to see it. You got to see it.
You got to see it. It's, you know, you don't want nobody in there. And you be quiet, too, and watch this. Now, hold on, OG, before you shoot that. Is that the shot you want?
I can't really see that 2 down there.
But you can combo the 7, hit the 2, make the game easy to you.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll take that list.
If you think you saying you can pot the 1 ball here, put it in there. But think about you trying to get him off the table. So if you're saying this is a straight in shot, which is the hardest shot, these are the hard shots.
Right.
Because they right here. So we can rattle here in the jowls or whatever. Or come here with a combination to the 2. Take your time.
Okay.
And don't come up. Like if you're going to go down on the shot, shoot. That's called a stroke. Once that cue ball stop rolling, then get your ass up.
Okay. So it's almost like a free throw.
Yeah.
Like a free throw.
Follow
Stay down,
through.
follow through.
There you go.
Oh.
But
Close.
you got it.
Okay. I see you though.
Yeah. So
I see you.
So listen, man, you know I want to address the elephant in the room, OG.
Okay. Talk to me.
Foxhole.
Still family.
Love them dudes, right? So Foxhole, right? I love the Bulls. James, solid dude. Always was a cool got to me. The producers over there.
Good brother.
I want to do the Mike and Donnie show. When I'm gonna do it?
You did it. You did it, man. Here's
But
the
I
thing.
want the studio, OG.
Bruh, I wish we was back in the studio.
Right.
Unfortunately,
Talk to
Fox
me.
Soul is always gonna be my family, man. But
I was gonna wear the hoodie tonight,
but
but I said you come in, I'm gonna get in my hussy wear.
still gotta represent. But a lot of people don't even know this, man. I'm not even with Fox Soul anymore. So the Mike and Donnie show is no longer. Donnie's still there. Donnie's a great guy. Donnie's gonna do wonderful things at Fox Soul. But I got another opportunity that came along. And Fox Soul was gracious enough to allow me out of my contract so I could pursue this opportunity. So I'm gonna be the host of a new morning show, like a Good Morning America type show on the network. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. The money and the opportunity was just too much for me to turn down. I really hate that I had to leave Fox Soul. I wish I could have done both. Because I enjoyed that time and that platform and the opportunity to have my own talk show, man. I had a good time having people like you on there.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, it was time for me to roll, man.
Quick question. I don't mean to go back to it, but we gotta go back to it. Who the nigga that told you to you know, don't be hood? Who that nigga?
Oh, this was a guy, his name was Bud Morgan, man. You know.
But Mr. Bud Morgan, you see that? He stuck to his guns. You don't tell no young up and coming artist. No. I'm sorry. I'll go out and cuss that nigga out, man. Don't tell nobody no shit like that. He coming to you for professional advice, and you gonna tell him don't stick to your gun. I'm sorry.
Oh, great. I'm gonna defend Bud a little bit, only because Bud was telling me what they were saying. It wasn't what he was saying. He was telling me, he was like, yeah, he was an older man. He told me straight up, he's like, I'm an older white guy. I'm about to retire. He said, I don't care if you tell. You know, because he knows what he said. I could have gone to HR and I could have had a case. That's discrimination, bro.
Oh, wow.
I mean, they basically told me I'm not moving up because I'm acting too black, straight up. You know what I mean? So if I wanted to pursue that, I could. He said, I don't care if you tell anybody. He said, I'm about to retire. He was 70-some years at the toe. He said, I'm an old white dude from North Carolina. I don't care. He said, but the reason you're not moving up, and this is coming from the supervisors, some of the producers, other white producers at ESPN, they were saying the reason you're not moving up, the reason you're not doing more of these so-called good shows is because you're too ghetto, and we already got one of those, straight up. So, Bud, I appreciate Bud for being honest with me and telling me that.
Yeah.
So at least I knew that, but like I said, man, it kind of hampered me a little bit because it made me lose myself for a long period of time. But I'm back. You see, I'm that nigga again.
All day. So Fox Soul, and then you got the new show.
Yeah.
Right? You ready?
I'm ready, bro. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know about getting up early in the morning, man. I ain't a morning person, bro.
We can't get away from getting up in the morning, man. I don't know what it is.
That shit right there, man. So I got a nice lady named Sharon Reed, great co-host, man, and they're gonna allow us to do our thing. And it's always been like a dream of mine to host a show like GMA, Good Morning America, Today's Show. You know what I mean?
I can't wait till I'm building my profile up. So,
and we're gonna have you on that show too, cause like I said, we're gonna have fun. It ain't just gonna be political. We're gonna have comedians on there. We're gonna have guests. We're gonna have round tables. We're gonna have a good time, man. So we definitely have you on there.
Now I gotta ask you, cause when I did you already know, right? So look, right?
Man.
OG, when you booked me on the show, right?
And I wanted to have you. I had to have you.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Funny
I
ass
wanted to
dude.
do the show. You wanted me to do the show.
Yes, sir.
You kept your word
Yes, sir.
at the event. I was like, oh, he's serious. Thank you. I get the call from you. The team reach out. I don't know. This is the first time I'm doing something called Zoom, right? This was, I mean, I know what it is now, but at the time we're doing Zoom. And then you get to promoting how funny I am to you. And then the producer says,
Yeah.
we will decide if he's funny.
Right.
Now, OG, was I wrong? Because what I said was, Mike, where you get them niggas at? Right? So the producer's like, no, he didn't call me the N-word. I don't know the sister name or whatever. And then I think the background people, I don't know what you call them, the people that's working there, whatever. And everybody thought that I was in the wrong because I wouldn't let the sister diss me, right? So the producer who was kind of like, damn, I got in because of you on your show. So you had moved her out the way and went above like, it's my show. Grady doing the show, right? And I'm you know, we cool. You know, I had no beef with her. She called me and kept saying like the girl or the sister was like, he called me an N-word and Grady, we don't talk to black women like that.
Who called you? Hold on. Who called you afterwards? Somebody called you afterwards?
I'm not bullshitting.
Word?
Yeah.
Somebody called you from Faso? I ain't know about this.
Yeah.
So this is news to me. So
Yeah.
somebody, what'd they say?
She said, we gotta stick up for our black queens. I said, listen, G, you know me since I've been in LA.
Right.
One thing I'm not is a fucking diva. Second of all, you know I'm coming to work, I'm gonna be punctual. That's it. You know I don't play this shit because I don't know about power structure from a woman in entertainment.
Right.
I already understood what it was when I was with CBS. I understood they shit, but then you supposed to be helping because I'm doing a black show. What the fuck are you doing?
Right.
So she didn't take my side. And I wasn't expecting her to because she repped the brand.
But
right?
I think it was.
So was I wrong?
No, you weren't wrong. Here's the thing, man. The whole thing, the way it went down, the way I saw it, first of all, it was before we came on the air.
Yes, we weren't on the air.
We weren't on the air, so it was like 15 minutes beforehand. We doing all the sound check, making sure everybody's good or whatever. You come on, and I'm like, great, I'm happy to have you on. Funny dude, man. You just a real dude. Because what me and Donnie we had a male show.
Yes.
It was like a man cave type
Yes.
show. And like, you an alpha male, you that dude. So wanted to have you on for that reason because you funny as hell also. But so you came on, I'm hyping you up. And then when T came out there, and this her name, T Jones, she's our executive producer. Great lady, she was a good lady, don't get me wrong. So she came on, and I think she meant it as a joke, but it came across like the wrong way, in the wrong tone. And so I could see how you would take it that way. And I think when you came back in a way like, in a joking, almost a joking manner, like a joking serious.
Because I was talking to you.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Where you get
addressing
these
her.
niggas? Because you're a comedian, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we've had comedians on the show, and T, you tries to interact with a lot of the guests or whatever, so she could say things and be smart or snarky or something like that, and people just kind of laugh it off. And you laughed it off in a sense. You said it, but when you called her a nigga, you said these niggas, I didn't think she was gonna be offended by that because I'm like, yeah, because I even backed you up. I'm like, yeah, these niggas are tripping. You know, I
really
said the same
did do
thing.
that. Yeah, she
I said
really
these
said
niggas are tripping, right?
Yeah.
And I know T wouldn't take it that way. So maybe it was a bad day or whatever, but I think it was a big misunderstanding, miscommunication. And then, you know, when Donnie came on, he heard he's gonna take up for T and all that type of stuff. So
Because what he say, who the one that was talking?
Yeah.
And then I said, because I'm trying to make eye contact, but it's a Zoom, so I'm like, I said it.
Right.
He said, I'm gonna talk to you
Yeah.
on the show. Like, man, we'd love to talk, OG.
Yeah.
I don't do the goofy shit.
Right,
I was
right.
just saying that ain't what you do to talent.
Right.
I don't get, because if I was a white comic,
And I
you
told her
wouldn't do
that.
shit.
I told her that. I said, the thing is, and one of the things we had to learn, and she's been around a long time, she knows, I think it was just a bad day of miscommunication. I think when you have somebody that you're bringing on your show, they your guests. You know what I mean? You got to make them feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So when you come on, you say something, if it's misunderstood, and you say something like that, her reply should have been, nah, I ain't mean no offense by it or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm just playing around or whatever. But everybody else is just big ass miscommunication. So she should have made you feel more comfortable, I felt. And I told her that. I said, we got to make our guests feel comfortable.
Okay.
When you come on the show, we can't start the show off with dissension.
Bullshit.
Because it was like tension.
Yes,
Soon
it was.
Motherfucking show came on because you and Donnie kind of sniped back at each other because he thought he was defending
He taking
her.
up for her and not knowing, like,
and
look,
T
man.
there, and I'm like, yo, and I'm introducing. These niggas is mad. Sitting on the air, and I'm like, God damn, this mean mugging. I'm glad we wasn't in the studio then.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think I learned too, right? Because I even said to my team, I called my manager, like, yo, you know I don't play, but you know I just want to do well on your show. I just hope I can understand what it is. But when it come down with talent that people don't recognize, the ego sets in on their end because they're behind the scenes. And the way you hurt any artist is lack of visibility.
Right.
So they be like, we ain't gonna add that. That's a wasted moment for Grady. You're the host, so you just running the mill on
we
time.
ended up having a good show, man. It was a live show. It was a good show. Like I said, once everything warmed up, and that first 10 minutes was kind of tense.
Cause I followed your lead.
Yeah, bro. But you know, you did your thing. You were honest. You opinionated. And that's all I ever wanted. And like I said, bro, I ain't have no issue with it. I thought it was something wrong. She took it the wrong way. Cause I know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think when you know somebody, especially a comedian, man,
Yeah.
sometimes you just gotta give the benefit of the doubt that, you know, he ain't gonna come on here and like, who are these niggas? You know what I'm saying?
Cause I thought it was because I had did Tammy Mac show twice. And when I got on there, a lot of them was like, oh, that's the one that did the show about Swiss Beats or Alicia Keys' son painting his fingernail. And I said, that's a fucking no-no on Fox Soul, on Tammy's show. I thought it was because I was on Tammy Mac's show, right? And because I just was like, I want to see men on TV. So if I'm doing some man shit and my material, see, some people most women, like if they love to have fun and they come to a show, they be like, Grady funny, right? And then you got the women that just like, you know, pro women shit. I'm like, I'm not dissing none of the sisters, right? I just want to see men on TV. I don't think it's cool for cats to be on TV and my son and your sons and daughters is looking like, okay, well, this is the norm to seeing little boys kissing. You know, that's a joke that I do. Like, I don't want to see that, but who cares? I don't care who they sleeping with, right? But don't get mad at me because I'm standing on, I want to see
You want to see representation.
Yeah, I want to see who represent us, right?
Yeah.
So that's when I came up with the brand. I was like, maybe they probably did, because I called my manager, like, well, they probably went on there and was like, this nigga's an alpha male. He calling women bitches and O's and not knowing I'm a stand-up comic, right? Because when I told the producer that reached out to me, I said, well, wait a minute. If she's in a quote, a power position, don't bully me. Cause I'm your guest. And I'm like, look, OG. Cause I was like, all right, I shouldn't even do the episode. I was just gonna zoom the fuck out.
Wow. So
I was texting my manager like, look, G, I don't wanna do it now because my head is mostly on defense. And then he come on, is like, who the one talking? Like, hold on. And so when he found out I was from Chicago, and I'm like, I'm open for all discussion.
Right.
But I told the producer, did you tell her? Don't come to me. Did you tell her ass, we don't do that to our talent, and you know me, you ain't stick up for me, so I already know where to place you at. Right? So I'm like, it's okay. I ain't got to do it. I'll wait for OG to say whatever. I won't reach out nothing.
I'm glad you stuck around, man, because like I said, I think it was this miscommunication.
Yes, sir.
I think, she's saying one thing, and look, T, I love her to death because she know what she's doing. She's a good producer.
Okay.
I will say that.
I believe that.
So with that, she always steps in and talks to the guests. Okay. Like in the breaks, she'll crack jokes. She'll say something about something somebody said or whatever. You just hear this voice come out of nowhere because you don't ever see her face.
She must be tall.
She's from New Jersey, So and then so she'll make little comments like that, and she'll do it in jest. Being funny. But if you don't know her, all of a sudden you hear this voice come out of nowhere. Like, who the fuck is that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So your response was like, who are these niggas? Where do you get these niggas from? Like, who the fuck is that? You know what I mean?
Shit talk.
Which I understand, man. So it shouldn't have gotten to that point. Right. Shouldn't have escalated. But, like I said, I'm glad that you stayed around because it was actually turned out to be a really good episode.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah. So, man, married.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man. That's my girl,
She
bro.
beautiful, right?
Thank you,
So, how did y'all meet, OG, when you seen her? Did you be like, I got to have her as my wife? Or you just like, let's just see what it is? Because she's on TV, she's a beautiful model.
You don't know how we met?
No,
we met on a dating segment, bro. on the Steve Harvey show.
You a damn liar.
I ain't lying to
like
you,
the
bro.
dating game turn around in the
Like
chairs with the white hosts and shit like that?
they did like, you know, I was working at Fox Sports Radio, and a friend of mine I was co-hosting with said, would you ever do a dating show, you know, one of the Real Housewives of Atlanta? I'm like, which one? Because, you know, that's important. That's important.
I got you.
And then they said Cynthia Bay. I'm like, yeah, she cool, man. Like, I go in there and shit. I said, I don't think she going in there looking for love. I thought it was just something fun to do.
Just some fun shit.
Get some exposure. You know, I'm trying to transition out of sports, do other things, be seen by other people. So I'll go in there and do it. So I go on there, man, and she's on there, and, you know, we just hit it off. Obviously, I win the date. And once I won the date, man, I was running late for work. So I hugged her, kissed her on the cheek, and I said, hey, I gotta go to work. I'm about to run. So it was almost like Cinderella in reverse, you know, without me leaving a shoe behind. You know what I'm saying? I had to run.
Right.
Went out, and she was like, okay, all right. So I thought that was it. I thought maybe I saw her in public or something like that at an event. I'm like, hey, remember me? I met you, you know, on Steve Harvey show, whatever. I thought we was gonna have that kind of laugh, but the producers of the show kind of hooked it up. They said, no, Cynthia really want to go out on a date with you. Would you like to take a number and call her?
That country boy.
Now, I didn't know that they were saying the same thing to her. Like, no, Mike really wants to go on a date with you.
Oh.
So they really wanted us to get together, man, because I thought that was the end of it. So I called her, we was texting and shit like that, and it was a slow burn. And, you know, one time we just stopped talking to each other for about 2 or 3 months. And then one day she was in Mexico with her daughter, and she put one of them thirst trap pictures up on Instagram. And nigga,
I ain't supposed to be laughing because that's your wife.
No.
I'm not.
They call it a trap for a reason. That hook was all in my mouth, bro.
Hey, man.
And I hadn't talked to her in a month. I hadn't texted her in a month, anything like that. So I just hit a little text like, hey, like you having a good time, blah, blah, blah. Hey, enjoy the sun down there. That's all I said. And all of a sudden she said, hey, you want to FaceTime? Straight up. You want to FaceTime? So I'm like, she on the beach, in a bikini, showing it off. I'm like, damn. And we've been talking ever since, man. And so, you know, like it's been a love story, man. And we just got married, 3 months ago in October? And,
I saw it on Instagram. You know what I'm
man.
saying? I saw it on Instagram. The cool thing about it was, well, it seemed like to me, I don't know the insides of the, you know, the inner workings of the relationship, but it seemed like y'all really match. It seemed like y'all real friends.
That's my best friend, man.
Right. It's like you can see it. Like even when she got the wine bar, right? The wine bar, and I was like, man, I hope he just go in there and just like she get the good wine, and you be like, baby, I'm taking this.
Yeah.
And just playing with her. You know what I'm, you know, just having fun. Because I think when cats get these beautiful chicks, they too busy in awe of the broad instead of being themselves.
No, man.
Like treat her like your nappy head ass in here. Like have fun, baby. We cooking.
Right.
Wear the boy shorts that I bought you, even though you don't like the color. Like I think because once you get, to me, if you get over 35 into your 40s, you supposed to just have so much fun with her.
Amen.
You ain't supposed to be talking about come here, sweetie, and my queen and my baby and all that shit. Like call her by a middle name.
Yep.
Latoya. You know, when you go home, call her by a middle name.
That's right.
Just some fun shit just to do, just because it keep that spark going. And I think because you've been married before, and I know whenever I gonna get married again, I know it's gonna be, listen, we gonna be friends.
Be friends, bro.
I'm not gonna ever get into it with you. You're gonna be my friend, my wife. You're not, you might as well cut it out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I saw that, I was like, Mike, yeah, they look like they cool. They, you know what I mean? She, you know, got the situation with the television and stuff like that. But it seemed like when I catch the episodes, because I only watch it because you on there.
Appreciate
I'm not
it, bro.
with the, you know what I mean?
Right.
They all beautiful. I don't know none of them. But when I see, I was like, man, Mike on that motherfucker.
I appreciate it.
Right.
Man.
Except I seen the one with you hosted. What's the girl, the tall chick, the Kenya Moore nigga?
Oh, Kenya Moore,
Her
Mark
husband.
Daly's husband.
Yeah, so
Mark
he
Daly.
was talking. I was like, yo, what's up with dude with the good hair? Right? I was like, why is he on TV with the, you know, what you say? What you say? What you say? I was like, okay, but then when you see you two interact, y'all just, babe, you just be like, yeah, you beautiful. Yeah. You'll walk off, go to the bathroom, come back like, baby, let's shoot dice outside.
That's my girl. Like you said, that's my best friend. And I call her Scent. And like I like her in her natural state. I know she glamorous celebrity and all them wigs and all that makeup, and I tell her to take that shit off, bro. When she get home, I'm like, yo, I love you. You're beautiful. You feel comfortable in your own skin. Do whatever you want to at the end of the day. But how I prefer you, take that wig off, take them lashes off. I just want to. you know, she beautiful, man. She's just a gorgeous, beautiful black woman, man. And like I said, like you said, man, we have fun together.
Yeah.
Like when we're apart from each other, which kind of works because we got a long distance thing going. I'm in LA, she's in Atlanta most of the time. We will go back and forth or whatever. But we don't go more than 2-3 weeks without seeing each other.
That's some G
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? So when we see each other, we spend that quality time together. We make sure we get in. But the main thing is we came into the relationship happy. That's what people got to understand, man. She don't make me happy. I don't make her happy. She makes me happier.
Gotcha.
And I make her happier. That's the bottom line, because if your ass don't come into a relationship whole, then you're going to be needy. And if somebody gives you something that you want and then she takes it away, then all of a sudden you're going to be lost, bro. You're going to feel like you got to hold on to something that may not still be there. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like when somebody is supplementing something in your life and she provides that for you or whatever, what happens when she takes that away?
Right.
And she might not be right for you, but she took something that you feel like you need away from her, right? From you. So then you're going to try and hold on a little bit longer. So when I say happy, man, I came into this shit happy. Like I ain't had to get married. I ain't had to be in a relationship. She ain't had to get married. She ain't had to be in a relationship. We wanted to be in our relationship, and that's what makes it work.
And that's in the book too. He said that from the heart to those out there who's gonna get married. Marry a friend. Don't marry some chick, what you call it, trap thotting on the beach, whatever the fuck they call it. Hoe dangling, whatever they do, with the kitty meat falling out of the boozy.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, though. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on now, man. Hold on now. Slow down now.
But you can't get mad if she who she is. You're not ready to, because y'all both match each other. Look-wise, spirit-wise, because that's really gonna be you and her when the TV stop wanting to see you niggas.
That's it.
That's really you, man. So
each other.
OG, man, I just want to tell you, appreciate you
My man.
coming out to Alpha
Appreciate
Nation,
it.
man.
Thank you, man.
When
Appreciate
I get this together, bro, I'm gonna come to you and say, OG, I want you to EP it.
Let's do it, man. Whatever you need, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. You're a smart, good brother. Man, I love what you're doing here, man. I love the setup. I love the format. So whatever you need from me, my brother, seriously, that without a doubt, I'm there for you.
You think Foxhole will get it?
Yeah, I can do it.
You think so?
I you know, even though I'm not over there anymore, man, like you said, James DeBoe is a good brother, man. So we can talk.
James.
And I will, you know, EP it, I'll show run it, whatever you need me to do, bro. I got the content. Like, I still want to have you on my stuff, projects. I got projects that I'm working too. So just because I'm in front of the camera, Cynthia and I are doing a lot of things behind the scenes too. So love to have you do some of that stuff too. Let's talk. Let's make this money, bro.
Hey, man. Appreciate it, OG.
Yes, sir, man. For
Legendary
sure.
Mike Hill.
Yes, sir.
It's your boy, Ray Grady. Keep supporting, like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, you know, for the new coming updates. Right now, we out here, man. It's your boy, Ray Grady, out here in Legendary Cuban Leaf Cigar Lounge. Mike Hill.
Yeah, for the record, I didn't lose, because you ain't not the 8-ball in. Right. I ain't win, but I ain't lose. I just want to let you know that. I know you've been playing for 40 years. So.
It's your boy, Ray Grady, man. We out of here. Salute.
But the scent of your perfume was still in the air. It reminded me of us still being there. But baby, you're not there, waiting for me. No, it's not.